they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you came back, thank you for coming back. Truly, sincerely, thank you. I mean, it's not like I've made like a million videos, but the 3 or 4 that I have made, thank you if you're one of those people who watch them. Thank you for coming back to support me and my channel. Like, it means so much to me. It really does. I'm Ashley, if you didn't know, and on my channel here I do this series called Why Didn't Anybody Tell Me, where I talk about all of the things I wish somebody had told me growing up in order to make growing up that much easier. I have not done one of those videos in a very, very long time. I think probably about a month and a half to 2 months now. And there is a reason for that. And I figured what better way to sort of get into the reasoning by telling you guys a little bit about me. You know, I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to introduce myself, show you the woman behind the channel. Oh. Okay, I guess that's how we're starting this video. I grew up in Vegas. I currently reside in New York. And I guess you could call me a motivational speaker. I don't do it professionally, but I take that role. I take on that role, I think, among my friend groups and my family, because I truly do believe in motivating people to be their best selves and providing them with the support they need in their darkest times. And I sort of think I slipped into that, or I fell into that in 2016. In 2016, I fell into like my first bout of serious depression, real depression. And it took a friend to tell me that if I didn't find a way to save myself, and save myself meaning like find a reason for myself to keep going, if I didn't find that reason for myself, then I would lose myself, or at least I'd lose the battle within myself, you know. And I knew that at the time, being a relatively positive person, I knew, just thinking rationally, that if I didn't do something right then and there, if I didn't make an active choice to fight for myself and my self-esteem and my self-worth, that things weren't going to go well from that point forward into the future. And so since 2016, I've been doing the work of trying to find a reason to continue going on and continue mining myself and growing myself over the years in order to be my best self further into the future. And so I am really passionate about extending what I've learned just in terms of my own introspection and self-awareness, self-diagnosing and self-therapizing, if you will, with other people. And I think that I'm not crazy. I think it's working, and I think that people really do resonate with some of the things that I've come up with, and I seem to be on the right track, so it's been really encouraging. About a month and a half, 2 months ago, well, let me just say that since 2016, I've been up and down, I think, with my depression in terms of dealing with it. And dealing with it meaning it's not always consistent. Like that time in 2016, that was for several months, almost a year, I would say, of depressive moments. Like, there were happy moments in my depression, but like if I went home at the end of the day, I knew that I still wasn't very happy with myself or my life. And then moving on, just over the years from 2016 on, I dipped, you know. It sort of ebbed and flowed. My depression, I found, for me anyway, was rooted in myself. My lack of advocating for myself, my lack of loving myself, my lack of seeing myself, like actually being able to look myself in the eye, in the mirror, and see that person staring back at me. And so I can now confidently say here now in 2021 that I am the most attuned to my depressive spells than I ever have been. I can catch them when they're coming on. I'm not currently depressed, but I can catch them when they're coming on, or I can sort of feel when that sadness starts to creep in. I've learned to adopt certain practices that help me work through and massage those moments of deep sadness and those moments that I feel can lead me into the hole, if you will. I say that to say about a month and a half ago, shortly after I had released my videos for my channel, I was super hyped, super stoked about releasing them, and they were doing really well, and you guys were responding so positively to them, and that brought me so much joy. For some reason, shortly after posting them, something hit. It was that feeling that creeps in of like, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? And at the same time, what am I doing? You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean though? Like truly, like where you go, what am I doing with my life? Like what am I actually concretely doing? That question popped into my head, and I was wrestling with that for a while. And when it came time to film videos for the channel, I just couldn't bring myself to honestly sit here and talk about things that I wish people had told me. I mean, I had a list, like I had the videos ready to go and the topics and everything that I wanted to say ready to go, but I couldn't bring myself out of bed, set up the camera, you know, to sit here and talk with you guys, because I just felt unsettled within me. And if I was speaking to a friend that was going through something similar to what I was going through, I would tell them that that's okay. You know, like you're not gonna have it all together all the time, 100%. That's not real. No one lives like that. No one is like that. And if you are, man, teach me your ways. But I can say for myself that that is not the case. And I think for most people it isn't. And so if I was talking to that friend who was in a similar spot to me, that's what I would say. Give yourself permission to feel the things that you feel, and give yourself permission to take the time to work through those things. Take the time to really listen to yourself. Listen to what's unsettling within you. And when I say listen, I mean like really mine and dig deeper. Ask those questions that you're afraid to ask, and really probe and unpack certain thoughts that you might have. For example, that thought of like, well, what am I doing? I think that feeling lost in my thoughts, feeling lost in the things that I was doing, was causing me to then feel lost internally and lost emotionally and directionless, you know? It made me feel like I was working for nothing, like nothing in sight. Sorry, I'm a hands person. I'm a tactile person. I like to touch, grab things appropriately. So like I felt like I couldn't put my finger on the thing. Like I felt like I had everything everywhere and nothing anywhere, if that makes any sense. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? God, I hope this is making sense. But anyways, so that was how I was feeling, and I just didn't feel like I could honestly come to YouTube and be like, yeah, everything is fine, when everything really wasn't fine, because I truly do believe that you can read emotions on camera. But anyways, now I have since worked through that, and I've grown up a lot. You're like, oh yeah, you've grown up a lot. It's been a month and a half. It's been 2 months, Ash. Chill. No chill. I have grown up a lot in 2 months. Being the introspective person that I am, I think I move through moments a bit quicker because I am so curious about everything. I'm just a naturally curious person. I like to dig and mine and milk things for all it's worth. And I've just learned that it's so much better to be honest with yourself as we embark on this journey together of growth, of endurance, of resilience and strength, and of worthiness. Worthiness is a huge thing. Worthiness feeds into your self-esteem, feeds into your self-confidence, you know, how you present yourself in life and how you carry yourself in life. What I learned in relation to self-worth is that as the self, you need to give yourself permission to take time. Please give yourself that permission. Please give yourself that permission. I get that like life gets in the way, but I would even challenge you that even as life gets in the way for you, find those moments where you can really cherish yourself, right? Cherish silence, cherish that thing that you love to eat, that thing that you love to do. Find a single solitary moment to take that in and truly take it in. Don't just stare just to stare, read just to read, eat just to eat, do just to do. Find a way to be present in the doing. Number 2, be honest with yourself. Don't lie to yourself about what it is that you're feeling. Own up to it, even if it's like, I'm mad as hell right now. Own up to being mad as hell. Don't try to say, I'm mad as hell, but I'm cool, I'm cool. That's not true, is it? Are you cool? Are you cool? Really? No, you're not. You're mad as hell. So like, give yourself that permission to be that as well. Or if you're really at a low point that day, you can give yourself permission to say that. Give yourself permission to say, I am really not at my best today and I could use some help. I could use a friend. Third thing is, do away with that voice that says nobody wants to hear your problems, because that's not true. That's literally just the negative Nancy that's in our head, or that negative little pest in our head that's bzz, 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 that likes to get at us and make us feel terrible about ourselves, to make us feel worthless, to make us feel like no one cares. None of that is true. None of it. Not a single word. And you could fight me right now, mentally. You could be like, no, no, it's not. It's not. It's not. And if there is nothing else that you get from this video, I hope you get that. People are here to help you and they want to. I'm here to help you. And I genuinely want to. And so that want, just finding that and giving myself permission, like thinking of you and translating my advice to you back to me, was really eye-opening, and it's what led me back here, because I learned that my why for this channel is you. It's you. All of the discoveries that I make in my life, and like the friends that I annoy with all of these discoveries, imparting that to them made me wish that I had more people to enlighten. Is such a pretentious word, but I guess like bring you guys in on it, bring you guys in on the journey, bring you guys in on the discovery. I was just compelled to say that this dialogue is more important to me than lies, than falsities, false niceties, than comfortability. I love sitting in the space of the uncomfortable. The uncomfortable meaning that work through space, that workshopping space, that rolling around in the mud space where things are not quite clear, things are not quite figured out. I love being in that place because you learn so much in that space. You learn so much more in that space than you do in the completed space. Then when you're finished going through that trial or tribulation or obstacle or climbing that mountain, it's the climb, right? Miley Cyrus said it. No, but like, it's truly the climb up the mountain that is more important and the most illuminating than the descent from the mountain, or like when you touch the ground on the other side. And I think I'm most interested in sharing that with you. So yeah, I apologize for being gone for so long. I did not forget you. I did not mean to neglect you, because I do care deeply for you. And if there is just one person, just one, that I can help with my videos, I am more than happy. Like, it really does make me happy to know that I can do that for you guys. I'm sorry, I'm getting like a little emotional thinking about that. But that's what I care about the most in this world and in my life, is just extending grace and charity and kindness and compassion and empathy and sympathy to those who really need it, especially in this time. And even when this time is over, right? Because we won't be stuck inside quarantine all day, every day, for years to come. That won't be the case. But if I can just be that daily reminder, that weekly reminder that says, hey, did you check in today? Hey, how we doing? How's the spirit moving? How's the body feeling? When's the last time you treated yourself? If I can be that voice just to remind you to love yourself and take care of yourself and to give to yourself, to nourish yourself, to water yourself, feed yourself like you would a plant, then Yo, I'm set. So yes, thank you again for watching my videos. I hope you guys kind of like this style of video. I was thinking that I would come on here and I would still do the why didn't anybody tell me, because those are so much fun, but that I would also just come on and just talk to you guys. Like if there's something weighing on my heart, a specific topic that I had in mind that I wanted to talk about, that I could just like come on here and talk with you guys about it. I mean, would you be into that? Because I kind of low-key just want to do it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I really do. Just because I think that it could be helpful for someone else, that maybe someone else is in the same space that I'm in, and like we can move through that space together. Would you be interested in that? Let me know in the comments down below. Look forward to seeing more videos from me throughout the rest of the month. I am super stoked because I feel free. I feel free. I've shared with you guys. I've unburdened myself from the responsibility of being a certain type of person on the internet. Again, just being honest with myself. This is it. This is who I am. A loving person and a charitable person at heart. Like, I still want to give. I may not know the best way to do that, but I'm still gonna give. So yeah, I hope you guys are into that. I hope you guys want to see more of that. Be blessed, be well, stay well, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.